na po, no, first of all, we thank all the members of the evaluators, no, for spending time, no, checking and monitoring ang entry for disaster resilient po, no. So basically, what we wanted to share with you is our product of kanang commitment overall, no, showing our commitment in protective services division on how we can contribute in the prevention, mitigation of the possible effects of any disaster that might come, no? Di man natin mapugnan usually ang disaster, but at least we can do something to prevent or mitigate its effects. So, ang main icon nga makita na to is, of course, obviously, shield or kalasag. So, it represents actually ang atong theme, no, for 2021 nga kaning National Disaster Resilience Month, which is the tamang pamamahalaan, kahandaan, kaalaman, pagtutulungan sa sakuna at pandemya ay kalasag ng bayan. Meaning to say, the main ingredients in ensuring that we have right and proper kalasag is we are prepared, no, for any disaster. We know how to manage and disaster risk reduction. Natay appropriate knowledge, no, concerning disaster risk reduction. And most importantly, we intentionally forge cooperation and partnership with one another. Siguro secondary icon is the Sustainable Development Goals. You can see our current 17 global goals for sustainable development. Doon sa may relationship, anak, no? We know that there is a strong and close relationship between our efforts for disaster risk reduction and sustainable development goals. Kaya even ang katong mga existing nato and even previous nga mga global agreements nato, no, such as katong mga Yokohama nga mga framework, no, for kanang action for a safer world, katong mga Hyogo framework, Sendai framework for disaster risk reduction. All these things are saying that there is a strong correlation between disaster risk reduction and achieving our kanang mga sustainable development goals. So for instance, for instance, sa quality education, there are targets there nga kanang gina-ensure nga, for instance, kanang ensure nga na ay resilient nga mga infrastructure for children, no? Really ma-achieve ang quality education if our infrastructure for kanang sa school is not kanang resilient, dili siya maayo, no? On the other hand, naapoy mga targets ng sustainable development that tries to strengthen our DRRMF efforts. For instance, ang targets diri sa kanang sustainable cities and communities, no, kinahanglan ang atong mga cities and communities are very much resilient, and in that way it further strengthens ang disaster risk reduction efforts and management. So in a way, if we put together ang DRRF, ang kalasag, ang sustainable development goals, we can see a picture of a virus katong COVID-19, no, in such a way nga ma-remind ta nga even in spite of these challenging times, we can do something about, no, kanang strengthening our efforts for disaster risk reduction. And in PSD, we wanted to do that by spreading our little kalasags in the form of commitment. Many of us committed something that is very specific and tangible. For instance, kining si Ma'am Elsa, ang iyang PSD kalasag commitment is to plant tree at least twice every year. It can be very small, pero it is tangible and specific. Also, for asam sa Ma'am Kathy, ang iya ensure safe work environment, doing proper waste segregation, unplugging all devices and sockets when not in use or before leaving the office. And siguro, ako personally, being the regional coordinator for CWC, I commit, no, to integrate DRRM efforts or concerns sa among mga activities for children. So like limited use of plastic materials, no, na aming mga future nga mga corners po nga pangbuhaton, tarpaulins, limited use of tarpaulins, no, and the likes. So kana siya nga mga little kalasags. Through our commitments, we wanted to impress that like a virus, we wanted to spread our influences and the things that we can do to contribute to making ourselves disaster resilient, and generally Philippines as a disaster resilient nation. So as you can see, wala gyud may gigamit nga mga items that contributes to increasing the risk of people, no? All these things are either recyclable, reusable, biodegradable, and environment friendly. Recyclable, tanan, almost all ma-recycle, reusable, and biodegradable. Even these ones are facial boxes, no? Ang likod ani is kuan mga cardboards, kini mga used cardboards. Silhig, tukom, usa man kini mga dried leaves, no? And biodegradable. Environment friendly because we did not use plastic materials here, and we represent eco-friendly indicators by integrating plants. No, it's in a way it's a environment friendly. I think in PSD we just wanted to impress that through our disaster resilient corner, we just don't create advocacy corner or anything or any campaign with our heart, but we wanted to do this with commitments, because if people are not committed, achieving disaster resilient nation is not possible. Again, salamat.